Hey friends, Lucian here with the Bullish Bears team. Wanted to make our watch list video here for tomorrow, which would be Wednesday, July 19th. Um, just give you some housekeeping updates here. Obviously, you can see we have quite a bit going on lately. I've been making a bunch of videos. Trying to get back into the swing of things, transitioning with different brokers. I'm working out some frustrations with interactive brokers. They are a great broker. They have some kinks that they need worked out, and that this is where we need your help. You'll see some messages recently from me and some videos asking for you guys to really kind of comment. Like, share this interactive brokers platform issues video that I have here. This is, excuse me, that advertisement's so annoying every time I hear it. But bottom line, if you come over here, there's actually a bunch of you that have liked it. We have a bunch of comments here. I'm trying to wait a next day or so for a day or two before I submit this directly into Interactive Brokers Care and their tech support. We're trying to get a lot of the people in the community to really provide feedback, if you're an Interactive Brokers customer now, basically reiterate the frustrations that you're having with stuff like no pre-market and live market differentiator, no VWAP indicator, the delays sometimes in the EMAs and SMAs. There are some frustrations in their platform that we're trying to get fixed, because if they do fix this platform, this will be pretty much the brokerage firm of choice that we'd like to promote to the community, because they have low fees, they have decent customer service, they're good for longing, much better for shorting than Thinkorswim. They're economical, and you don't have to have a lot of money to get an account started. But having some of these issues on the platform with them is really hurting a lot of us, and we would like to, again, really promote them as long as we can get these issues fixed with them. So that's why we really, really need your help. So please come over to this video here, the Interactive Brokers Platform Issues video. Post a comment, like it. If you're not with Interactive Brokers, post a comment saying, hey, listen, if you fix these issues, you'd be open to maybe switching to them in the future. And if you're an existing customer of theirs, just reiterate your frustrations. Again, it's not to bash Interactive Brokers, it's to try and get their attention. We have a lot of clout as a community. We have lots of members. So, the more people that like it and share and comment on this video, the more we can get Interactive Brokers' attention. So that's a little bit of housekeeping right now. In the meantime, I am kind of settling in now. Again, if you've known me for any period of time or heard some of my videos, I'm kind of like an obsessive, kind of compulsive kind of person. I'm very routined. I like everything kind of to be in order. It kind of drives me nuts to, personally be with one brokerage firm like Interactive Brokers and then trade with, using charts with another brokerage firm, which is, Thinkorswim. I ideally like to be with one company, charts under one roof. Ideally would like that, but I'm starting to embrace the fact of that may not be able to happen, because in the end, I think because Thinkorswim's platform is so incredible with their scans and all these scans that we have set up, it just may be part of reality to just no matter what, still have Thinkorswim while trading with another broker, because they have all of these features. So I started this week kind of trying to embrace looking at Thinkorswim charts while, trading with Interactive Brokers. So I'm becoming more accustomed to it. Do I like it? Ideally, no, but, sometimes you just got to accept the unacceptable. So I am starting to embrace, again, more having, it is nice having the multiple charts set up here. You'll also see let me move up my screen here. I kind of have multiple screens set up. So you'll see I have 4 monitors. So I'll have like a 1 minute, a 5 minute, and a daily chart. And I'll do this with like 3 or 4 monitors. So I can have, I think up to 4 or 6 or 6, what is it, 2, 4, 6? I don't know what I have, 4 to 6 at one time that I can look at. So ideally, I'll be looking at these depending on what's happening in the morning. And then I will have my interactive brokers set up right here. So I'll kind of have my watch list. I'll have it set up with Thinkorswim. So I'll go over and I'll build my watch list, which I'm doing right now. I'll set up the watch list over here, and then I'll take these symbols over here, and then I'll put them in over here with interactive brokers. So ideally, I'll be kind of switching through with Thinkorswim. I'll have them over here, and then if I find something that interests me, I'll click on it, and then I'll trade based upon hotkeys. You'll see if I hit Control H, you'll see my hotkeys set up here. So I'll basically trade this way. It's workable, but I'm still trying to get this set up for you guys where I can get interactive brokers to fix these issues with their platform, because again, they're really good companies. So that's kind of the housekeeping. That's what I'm doing. I'm starting to embrace it. But again, when you switch brokerage firms, I don't care how good of a trader you are, there's a big learning curve. There's a comfortability factor of getting used to a whole new platform. Even if the platform is really good, it just takes time to adjust. And it's been a couple weeks for me now. I'm slowly starting to get accustomed to interactive brokers, but it's still taking me some time. So I'm practicing with my virtual account, as you can see here right now. And then next week, I'm going to start moving into my real brokerage account, taking smaller positions for a week or two until I feel comfortable, and then kind of scaling back up to regular size shares until I feel real comfortable on their platform. So let me go over to Thinkorswim here, and we will do the watch list for tomorrow. We're looking for stocks between 30 cents and $30, minimum of 500,000 shares in volume, and a minimum of 5% change for the day. If you hit scan, you'll see 36 results, and I have it over here under nightly scan. I'm going to go over here and edit the watch list for tomorrow. Excuse me. And I'm going to change it to the 19th, remove these symbols, and save it, and we will begin. So I'm going to keep doing what I've been doing lately in my recent watch videos. I'm going to pull them up and then see, again, show availability, if there's any short availability with Thinkorswim compared to interactive brokers. Obviously, you'll see Thinkorswim usually doesn't have shares available to short unless it's usually over a $10 stock. Sometimes there's exceptions, but it's a little bit challenging to short. So again, kind of if you haven't been watching my recent videos, I personally, just my own preference, ideally like to have stocks on my own personal watch list that I can either long or short, where I don't have an actual bias, where I'm not hoping it moves one way or the other, where I just kind of let price action guide which way I go. Again, sometimes you're not going to be able to have that on there, but that's why I like interactive brokers, because it ideally gives me a lot more of a chance to be able to play a lot of these sub $10 stocks, these small cap stocks, to be able to play them either way. So you'll see when I'm making these videos where there'll be some availability, a lot more availability to short. Now today was a little bit more of a challenging day because a couple of these like CAPR and MBRX, I was not able to get shares at all today to short with interactive brokers. Not that I necessarily needed them because they went up, but there were some, you can see there's pullbacks along the way that you can kind of judge, and reversals that you can make some good money off of when stocks are overextended, but sometimes you're not able to get the shares to short. So that being said, CAPR, you'll see here I had some drawings set up on this one. That one did hold its highs for the day. It's been running, possibly, looking to go up and fill this gap up in here. We'll see, keep an eye on it. But this one will go on the watch list for tomorrow. Lots of volume. I will go over here and I will erase these ones for today and see right now. Let's just even see if there's anything available for Caper here. There wasn't at all earlier today, so we'll see if that's still the trend. Yeah, still extremely difficult to get shares of them today. NVAX, that one held its highs, lots of volume. I will definitely put that on the watch list. Let me see. Again, I personally ideally would love to be able to play them both ways. I don't remember if this one had, if interactive brokers had shares earlier. We'll take a look. They do have, well, they do have a bunch available. I think I wasn't really looking at them earlier because it was such a massive float, but don't let that always deter you. I think, I like, when a stock really moves, not that this didn't move, because this did move well today, but again, keep an eye on the float. Under 20 million float is, really awesome. Under 50 million is pretty good. Once you get over that, stocks tend to move a little bit slower. But if a stock gets overextended, keep an eye on a pullback because, people profit take. So, again, when I say, shares available to short when I'm making my videos, it doesn't mean I'm definitely going to short them. What I'm looking for, again, is letting the patterns dictate which way I go. Because if there's shares to short, even on a stock like this that might be running today, you'll see when you move in and you let me see, you scroll in here, there's times where a stock gets overextended and it pulls right down to the EMA lines, goes up, pulls back down. Those are great areas to scalp, and you can see, not that this was a big one, that's only maybe a 9-cent scalp, but on some of the bigger, low float stocks that run up, that's a really great way to make a great scalp and make some really great money off the reversals. So that's what I'm looking for, is to play stocks either way. And let price action determine what I'm going to do. CVSI, don't like that, not enough volume. MBRX, this is another one today. This was all over the place. I was looking for shares to short earlier today, and you can see there was some, 225 down, that would have been, some decent moves. Again, this is really choppy, a little bit crazy. You would probably have to go into the 1-minute chart to see really what's going on. But you can see like this, when I saw this, I saw it running pre-market and it was running up. So like I knew it was going to pull back, but I had no shares to short today, which was a little bit frustrating. So right when it opened up, this is one you could have, played all the way on the way down and made some, 20, 25 cents within the first few minutes. But again, didn't have shares available to short earlier today. So am I going to put this one on the watch list? I don't really like it. I might put it on my Interactive Brokers ones if there's shares to short. I'm not going to put it on the watch list. That's not going to go. CNAB held its highs, but not enough volume. However, I might put this one, again, I might go over to Interactive Brokers, see if there's shares to short of it, and I might have it on mine over here. Yeah, so is this one that I might look at? So this might be one right here. It's been kind of going up for the past few days, might be coming upon some resistance up here, might have some, somewhat of a pullback. So again, I might just have it on my Interactive Brokers watch list for a potential pullback. But again, that's $1, a little over $1. And there's shares to short, which there's no way. If you look up here, you wouldn't even have a chance whatsoever with Thinkorswim. CBAY, CBAY, held its highs, had a lot of volume. I will definitely put that on the watch list for tomorrow. Let me go over here. Which is weird. I think I've been having issues getting short availability with them recently. This one's not, it's been kind of surprising because that's almost a $7 stock. Haven't had shares to short with Interactive Brokers, but yeah, I'll put it on there because it held its highs for the day. Tattoo or TTOO. It's not the greatest looking chart. Again, I would potentially look at this one as maybe pullback if it hits some resistance. I don't think I'm going to put it on this watch list here, but I might because it's at a potential psychological resistance point of almost $3 that you'll see here. There are shares to short with Interactive Brokers. So I could put this on the watch list and see what happens tomorrow. If it runs up, I could long it. If it does a reversal, I can short it. IVITF. That one did hold its highs. It's been running up a few days. So this is a perfect example. IVITF. This one, again, might be, You know, it's been running 3 green days, might be coming up at some point for a potential reversal or a pullback. There's no way Thinkorswim has shares. Nope. OTC other, you're not going to be able to get shares, but maybe Interactive Brokers. And look at that. There are only 4,300 shares a short, which is not much, but hey, it's a shot. Maybe there's a little bit more tomorrow. Maybe I catch it at the right time if there was a chance to short it, but at least there's somewhat of a chance instead of none with Thinkorswim. Rad, that held its highs, lots of volume. I will put that on the watch list. Again, some resistance potentially, might go up, might pull back a little bit. Keep an eye on it. Put that over here. I don't know if I would put that one. See, I wouldn't put Rad because that's got like 1 billion shares. Again, shares is very similar to float. It's a little bit higher in Thinkorswim than what actual float would be. So this thing would move like a snail. So I personally really wouldn't put it on my, my watch list to short unless it was really overextended. But you know, hey, it might potentially go up a little bit more. But just keep an eye on this. With 1 billion shares out there, it's just going to move like a snail. Good practice stock if you want to practice trading it in your virtual account. ZV, that's nope. NDEV, another marijuana stock. Not a lot of volume. Those marijuana stocks have been having a few green days lately, but not a lot of volume. SDRL held its highs, lots of volume. Potential resistance coming up here. I think moves, another one, kind of moves like a snail here with 500 million shares. So again, it might go up. It might just move kind of slowly. As you can see, look at all these days. It's moving up the past few days, but look, it's only going up from 35 cents to up to 42. It's moving like a snail. To be honest with you, I wouldn't even put on my watch list. It's kind of a waste of time. EROS held its highs, been running up. I will put that on the watch list. Keep an eye, let me see on this one here. NTB, so there you go. There's a $13 stock, Thinkorswim, not to borrow. Can't even short it. So even if this thing has a reversal, they don't even have shares to short of a $13 stock. Super frustrating. KTOV, this one's been really messy. It went up a little bit earlier today. So this is one, I think I was looking to short, and I don't know if they had shares at the time to short of it. Or if I got distracted, but I was watching it this morning, and then I don't know what happened, but I got distracted. But look at this, 3 candlesticks up, long candle wick, and look, you could have shorted it all the way on the way down. There's no way that you would have been able to short it. HTB, hard to borrow, can't do it with Thinkorswim. So on this one right here, I wouldn't. I'm not going to put it on the watch list. However, I might put it on my Interactive Brokers one if there's shares to short, because then it gives me a chance to play either way. Let me see if there is, or if there are. Yeah, 11,000 shares, so there's something. So it's one to keep an eye on. Maybe it moves up tomorrow, goes up a little bit, and then pulls back again. I've just been practicing with Interactive Brokers platform and seeing their share availability. So I mean, this is it's ugly. It would have been better earlier if I could have had a chance to short it earlier. But again, the other thing in the morning, I'll see what's going on with whatever stocks are moving. I may take it off my watch list in the morning. I'm just putting it in there for right now, just to see what happens tomorrow if there's any news on it. AGEN held its highs, lots of volume. I'll put that on the watch list again. Look. When I say a pullback, it doesn't mean it's going to completely fall back, but look at this thing. This thing's been running. Look at these bull flags. Now, at some point, it's going to want to pull back potentially again. Let's see right here. This is ETB, easy to borrow. So it looks like Thinkorswim has shares to short of this. So keep an eye on it and play this one either way, whatever happens with price action on that one. This one's been nice lately, except for what I don't like. I think this is one that's been a crazy bid-ask spread lately, which I haven't liked. I don't like anything more than like 2 cents. And I think this has been paying at least a 5 cent spread at a time, which I haven't liked. It's after hours now, so it's higher, but I don't like anything more than like 2, maybe 3 cents, because right off the bat I'm taking a loss, and I gotta overcome that loss and make profit at the same time. So I don't really like anything more than a 2 cent bid-ask spread. So this has been on my watch list for the past few days. I've seen this thing move pretty crazy, but I've kind of gotten too scared to get in on it and take too much of a loss right off the bat. JMEI held its highs, over 1 million shares traded, potentially some resistance right over here in the 261 range. I'll put it on the watch list, JMEI, but I'd watch this and also watch to play it for a reversal. Might have shares available, not sure. I mean, it's not showing anything here now, but sometimes when there's no lettering there, you can't get the shares with Thinkorswim. It's kind of hit or miss. However, you can. There's over 1 million shares with Interactive Brokers. JKS held its highs. This one really might be. This one's really overextended. Might want to pull back at some point soon. Look at that. $25 stock, and you can't short it with Thinkorswim. That's absurd. Might be able to get a put on it if you're an options trader, but that's ridiculous. But keep an eye on it, see if it runs up, but at some point soon, this thing's going to want to pull back. Mankind, garbage stock. No, it's held its highs. I just don't like, I don't like these stocks. They're so just ugly and choppy, so I don't like that. WKHS, borderline on volume, a little bit less than I would like. Let me see. It's just, I mean, it's kind of choppy. Let me see here. It's kind of ugly. I don't know if I like this one. I'm not going to put it on the watch list. Fold, held its highs, has volume. Keep an eye on this one for at some point if this one wants to pull back. ETB, easy to borrow, so you can short it. So keep an eye on it. It's been running up. See if it creates another high or if it does a reversal. Put that on the watch list. HIL. Don't like that one. If you see, there's some of these stocks I'm not putting on my Interactive Brokers watch list. The reason why is I personally like to trade stocks under $10. For the watch list, we do them over $10 up to $30 for you guys that might trade options. But I don't like really trading stocks over $10 because they move so violently, and they might move 20, 30 cents at a time, and I don't like that because I like to choose my risk management strategy. So I like stocks that move 5, 10 cents at a time with a tight 2 to maybe 3 cent max bid ask spread, so I can choose my risk management properly. So I don't like that one. ENVV. So this one, it's just been running, but look, it's just like it's running but not moving much. 39, I guess, I mean, it is 20 cents. So that is 20 cents over the past 5 days. I don't love it. It's just so small. However, if you go, I'd like it for a potential short if they have shares to short. And yeah, I haven't seen shares to short of that recently. I'm not going to put it on the watch list. SPWR. It's been kind of running up. Keep an eye on it. Like again, see, you can't even, perfect example, $11 stock, can't reverse. It can't short it. So you can only play it long. Keep an eye on it. Might potentially run up a little bit more. But this would be one I'd want to potentially short on the reversal. So I don't love it. I'm not going to put it on because you can't short it. DRRX. Over 1 million shares. It's just kind of choppy. This again might be a potential. This might be one for a nice potential pullback, maybe to the 13 EMA. You're not going to get it over. You may. Again, this is the thing where sometimes Thinkorswim will show, you know that you might be able to get it because there's no letters there, no ETB, NTB, or HTB, but you might not be able to get shares to short. So that's kind of frustrating. Let's take a look at Interactive Brokers. And there are definitely lots of shares to short. So TRVG held its highs, a lot of volume. Take a look up here. Easy to borrow, so you could short or buy a potential put on it. Keep an eye on it, watch it, see if it goes up more or it does a reversal. So TRVG, FNMA, definitely held its highs. That's definitely going on the watch list. Can't short it. So, but let's take a look on Interactive Brokers. And it is shortable, and there's over 1.5 million shares. So there you go. OHGI, don't like it. VSLR, too choppy. PPP, it's just, I mean, I guess it did hold its highs. It's really not doing much of anything. It doesn't seem like it's, I don't like it. FMCC, held its highs. Let's see. Well, might be able to potentially get that on a reversal or play it both ways. So I'll put it on the watch list. Again, just to be able to watch it, to play it either way. FMCC. Oops. That's weird. Huh. Is that a garbage stock? That's weird. Let me try that again. FMCC. That's really weird. Oh, Freddie Mac. Let's see. Yeah, okay, there we go. NEOT. Don't like it. ZN. Don't like it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going off track here. FMCC. EARK. Don't like it. MTCH. Kind of trading sideways. It's kind of a higher price one as well. I don't know if I like that. SRSCQ, don't like it. APHB, held its highs, has some volume, kind of choppy. Let's see here. This thing's just been hovering around $1. It's just, look at it. It's just not doing anything for the past few months. I don't like it. CZR. Held its highs, has volume. Let's see here. Not to borrow. You can't short it with Thinkorswim, so you can only long it. But you definitely probably could with Interactive Brokers. So I'll put it on just to watch it. And SPEX, too choppy. Don't like it. So there you go. Not as, oops, did I, am I off track today? Okay, yeah, I think that's good. CZR. Yeah, okay, I put it on there. All right, cool. Sorry, guys, I'm seeing a bunch of screens at one time. My head's spinning. So, all right, guys, here's the watch list for tomorrow. I'll send it out shortly. Hopefully it helped you. Again, I'll keep you updated on any progress I make with Interactive Brokers. But please, guys, if you could, just go over here to this Interactive Brokers platform issues video, like it, comment on it. We're trying to really help out the community. And also, while you're over there, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel as well if you're not a subscriber yet. We're growing by about 500 subscribers a month, so we are really rocking and rolling. So thank you guys for everything. We'll see you in the community. Enjoy.